Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and I am so excited to welcome you to Little Nightmares 2. Without much fanfare whatsoever, we are thrust into yet another extremely harrowing adventure, complete with even more gruesome and disturbing content than the first game, believe it or not. And to lead the way, we have a brand new intrepid protagonist who simply goes by the name Mono, and he will be our confidant and best friend for the rest of the game. So that's fantastic, but to start things off, the game doesn't really have much of a tutorial to speak of, although it is pretty easy to figure out the mechanics of the game, which are essentially running, jumping, sliding, and my personal favorite, grabbing. So make sure that your trigger finger is in fine working order, and it will serve you well, almost to a nauseating degree in the amount of time we have to spend holding down the right trigger. But as we step forward through the hole we burrowed for ourselves, there is a shoe, and of course, a hanging bag filled with corpses. That's lovely. Am I looking at this correctly? This game is rated T for teen, but am I wrong as a grown-ass adult in saying that this game is kind of scary? I have a friend whose 5-year-old daughter played through the first game, loved it, didn't have any issues with it, and granted, I do feel like that one was a little tame compared to this one, but especially that ending, oof. Clearly there's still going to be some stuff that I think really toes the line. No pun intended there, actually. I'm going to go this way. Over here we have very clearly a trap set for something. Try not to get consumed by the massive crate. Not really anything to find here, but that's okay. So every so often, the game will somewhat nudge you in the right direction if you're having problems. And let me tell you something. Some of the solutions to these puzzles are extremely obtuse, and there is a lot of emphasis on, you know, beginner traps and things like that. It's kind of annoying in that sense, but overall, I think this game is such an inherently great improvement over the first that it easily shines on its own, and I love it a lot. It's very good. So I'm excited to go on with the project at last. So, of course, we're going to sprint, and if you haven't figured it out, the game will tell you right there on the bottom. Cheese it, Mono! You can do it! Ah. Oh, man. If you're one of those players like my wife, Sarah, who doesn't try out all the controls starting off a game and you have trouble with that, I am so sorry. Not a dig at her or anything, it's just always funny when she doesn't even bother trying to experiment when she can't figure out how to progress forward in a game, you know? It's like, have you tried pressing either of the bumpers, maybe? She's like, oh no, it was just the A button. It's like, oh, alright, that's great. So let's take this noose and swing on over. There we go. Momentum leaves a little bit to be desired in this game too, I'll tell you that. So we have a lever here, and we can go and rotate it. You can see the counterweight in the back there. It's a little spooky, but we set that there, and we have to hurry so that we can make it over here. There are actually quite a few secrets in this game, so you definitely want to make sure that you're looking out for them. And I will be detailing the locations of all of them, so this will once again be a 100% guide. So whatever you do, don't try to jump across the massive expanse of space here. Instead, just look down with the camera and you'll be able to find yourself a much safer way down, even though it still feels like it would hurt my ankles. And speaking of collectibles, the first is hidden right over here. And over the course of the game, we're gonna have a couple of different types, the first of which are glitched remains. And by collecting all of them, you'll be able to unlock a secret ending. So, grab that. And there we have it. That is our first of 4 in this chapter. And you can see that even though there's a shovel here, there's also a little footsie right there. So, yeah, a little scary. Let's get out of here. I'm done with this place. Maybe if I can find my way out. Sometimes this game isn't a true 2D platformer. There is a bit of depth, and it's kind of hard to get out of some of these dark corridors sometimes. So, yeah, that's it for down there. Let's go and climb on up, shall we? There we go. So, God knows how this bridge came to be that way, but let's go over here, and we're gonna need to be very careful because there's going to be a new type of method of probably murdering us, and that's why they give us shoes. Oh, okay. I will take one of those. I'll toss it up here just for good fortune. And nothing. Okay. Just not quite far enough then. There we go. It must be the shoes. No, you can kind of see it hidden here beyond the tripwire. Let's just go ahead and, okay, grab that one apparently. Toss it in there and cool. Yeah, definitely don't want to be part of that. There is an achievement to get through this area without dying. So it's pretty easy, but at least it's not the entire game, you know, like the first one. Go through it without dying. I'm crying inside. But we'll keep going this way because I guess the trap that I was thinking of is down here. There we go. So, bear traps. It seems like there might be some kind of hunter or something just sort of, I don't know, I guess trying to survive. You can see this one has already been clenched. Can I grab anything out of this? No, I can't. So, we're going to want to be careful. And again, there it is. This is the stick I was looking for. Gotta use this to set off this other trap, so I'll take that. We'll go ahead and smash on over here, so. Yeah, it's a little scary. So, if we go down this decaying trunk, you got a little bit of a glimpse of something actually behind it. So, if we crouch and then run this way, we can find our second set of glitched remains. I'm struggling to, there we go. I was caught on a root, I think. Simply walk into it. And let it exhume us. Also, so sad. What a waste, man. You didn't bother picking up your fresh kill? At least it must have been fast, you know. So we'll take one more stick. Gentle. Want to be very careful because they're now going to be hidden in the grass. And better the stick than my face. Cool. Okay. I'm just going to go mind my own business. Don't worry about me. Oh, hey, we got some pine cones here. There we go. Whoa. Just keep on just throwing them in there just to be on the safe side. No, there's going to be one that just nicks me, just barely. It's so easy to die in this game that you just really have to be kind of careful. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's more over here. You can even activate them if you want, but so long as you don't fall in, you should be fine. Oh my goodness, okay. Jesus! Okay, there is a lot more in here than I thought there'd be. Okay, slowly now. There's also this thing right here, so definitely don't fall off the front here. Ugh. Oof. That one always makes me nervous. It's never killed me, but it's gonna happen now at some point. Okay, so I think we're set out of that because there are no more traps to be found. And instead, it is the home of the hunter. And yeah, all of these cages and ugh, it's a little nerve-wracking and spooky. So there we go. I was wondering if that was gonna pop. So evasive prey, don't get hurt, and you'll be good. Now for our next achievement, it is actually right here in the kitchen area, which is fantastically furnished. But this table here, what in the hell have you been making, sir? Sheesh. It's like, could you at least, like, I don't know, put it in some Tupperware or something? So, can I actually, oh, I thought I couldn't move this. It's like, that's so weird. I didn't know you could do it. He's also left the pot on. That's not good, but yeah, in case you really wanted to know what he's working with here, head to the back and open the refrigerator. And inside, what's in the box? What did you expect to see? It's regular stuff. Huh. That's kind of cool. You can climb in here too, which I thought was hilarious. It's got to reach all the way in the back for the cookie jar. No, not today. All right, let's get moving out of here. So fortunately, we don't have to worry too much about the hunter being around because he's not in the house. Well, we'll see him eventually, but let's walk over here and find ourselves our first hat. This is fantastic because you can literally put this on and equip it. So if we head into the menu, we have a plethora of hats we can grab at some point or another, and this is the Coonskin hat. And we're gonna go ahead and take that, and we're going to need this to complete another sort of achievement at the end. So this is cute. I like it. Also, can you see that menacing shadow over there? It's kind of weird. I think it's just a coat hanger, but this is the front door. Not a shabby mudroom, if you ask me. But why this hunter had a small raccoon hat, it remains to be seen. So, as it turns out, we're probably gonna go... I don't think we can even go this way. No, I might need some help. Okay, so let's go back here. There's some music being played, so I think I'd like to investigate that. I may want to write this down. Ooh, interesting. All right, so we got ourselves a nice little barn of bar. Okay, I don't know what I was trying to say there. A ball of yarn. And as it turns out, there's a small child playing by themselves in this room here. That's weird. It's a little suspicious. Okay, well, what we need to do is break down the wall. And to do so, grab me an axe. Give it to me. Thank you. All right, so I love how we carry large weapons, or at least relative to my size, and just drag it along the floor. It's great. And then we give him the old thwack, the old 1-2. Knock that racket off. Oh. And with that, well, I wanted to say we had a new friend, but they didn't seem too into the idea of that. So let's go back and follow them upstairs, because this is going to be our new companion for basically the rest of the game. And trust me, this isn't like Eco or a Plague Tale where it's escort mission the game, but uh-oh. I heard footsteps, like big ones. That's not good. I see it. Whoa. Just bust that door wide open. This is creepy. This is weird. Alright, well, these don't seem like real people. They seem more like animatronics. And what they're eating, I don't know, but ugh, there you go. That was a good throw. We also have some cheese here. There you go. Eat your dairy. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I missed. Okay, so things like shelves, obviously, as you can see, you can climb up them pretty easily. They're just weird because it doesn't feel like you should be able to. I'm gonna go over here and, oh, are you okay? Oh, what's happening? It's so funny how much this kid just looks like a younger version of me as a kid also. Huh. Okay, well, maybe we can help. Yeah, as we squint in and out of existence. Okay, so just head over here and just interact. And there we have it. And we can head upstairs because, as it stands, we are going to need a key to open that padlocked door, so yeah, if there's something to be said about the sound engineering in this game, it's that it is obscenely good, and I like it a lot. It's very creepy, so if you're watching this, please, for the love of God, wear headphones. It's great. Do I need to push that over? I don't think I do. Or maybe we have to do it together. The suitcase is in the worst possible spot. Yeah, so let's go push this over. Do it. Help me, friend. Nice. And there we have it. Now we can make our way up pretty easily. See, I'm overthinking the easy stuff. That's what's happening here, but yikes. Don't ask me where that light is coming from, because clearly it was night outside, but the key is, for some reason, being suspended up there, so let's go run this way. Anytime you see white along the edges here, it's kind of a telltale sign that, hey, perhaps you can interact with this. Climb up it. It is softwood, so it won't hurt your ankles or shins. But as we head over here, well, there's a crank. I think I might want that. It's kind of creepy. Are you real? Are you human? Or are you Dancer? Who knows? And don't just rip that out. Ah, thank you. Gross, disgusting. So they look to be animatronics. Not the worst thing in the world. At least they weren't real people, right? Oh boy, we'll get to that soon enough. But let's go run this way and throw the crank into the spot where it needs to be. Or maybe our friend can do it because I tripped and fell. Okay, so essentially what this is gonna do is raise this body bag, filled presumably with, say, clothes, you know, let's say that. There's no flies or fruit flies around, so definitely couldn't be a corpse, but you have to grab onto it, and it has to be in a very specific way, clearly. And then we're gonna do the dreaded back jump. And cause it to fall. Nice. I will take this and save it for later. Don't worry about me. Nice. Okay, so let's get the hell out of here, open that padlock, but first, there's something else to do. And yes, I just #+firsted this. Once we pull that out, you'll notice a gnome ran out. And if you ended up spending $5 for additional DLC for this game, the only one of its kind, you get the gnome's attic unlocked. And it doesn't seem to offer much, so we'll see if that pays off in the future, but this would otherwise not be available to you if you just play the standard game. So you're gonna climb up here. Okay, that's fine. We'll go follow our little gnomey friend. Up we go. Come on, a little faster. Whoops, okay, jumping for joy. Welcome to the attic. This area is extremely short, and all we really have to do is help find our friends. So if we try to pull this out, nothing's gonna happen. I think you have to do this in a specific order, so can I do something with this? No, maybe I can jump on it. Get out, get out of there. There's also this shoebox over here, and this, yikes. So a couple of different ways that we can go about, you know, freeing these from their mortal coils. Excuse me, why are the others not gonna activate until I do this? Stop, I said stop. How do I open this? I already forgot. I thought you had to throw the shoe on it, but maybe not. Okay. Well, excuse me, sir. I would very much like you to... Oh, I have to... What? I did the exact same thing there. Maybe I was grabbing onto the handle and I wasn't supposed to. All right, well, thank you. That doesn't explain this, though. This one I just might have to do last. Yeah, it's definitely a specific order you have to do this in. Okay, well, I read that you're supposed to use the shoe and throw it up on this thing, but that never seemed to work for me. Instead, I just climbed up on this, and then he jumped out on his own. So, I don't know, this area feels like really weird. But now, of course, he's not gonna do it. Come on, get out of there. All right, fine, let me grab that shoe then, if I can. Or maybe I'll grab something else. Throwing in this game is really weird, and as much as I hate to say it, I'd like to avoid it as much as I can. Okay.